sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
9 yards that time.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, it's Singletary. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second down and 8. Here's Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw this time. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 52. Check 50. Check 50. We're going to 52.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Cowboys nothing.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. There we go, two. Check. Go, get out there. Mike Barton,
Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 27, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes left side. And they bring this touchdown. Oh, backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mike, check. 59.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
37-yard line.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Check. 19. Undercut.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
Wilson.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 31.
They will run with Singletary. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Seahawks.
They'll run here with Singletary. Nowhere to go that time.
Singletary.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Made by Jalen.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Yeah, the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Carson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, 0-0-0.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Here's Carson, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now
whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 59.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Prescott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now from the 50. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Drop deep, 47. 59, Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got one. Mike, check, 59.
Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Elliott. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go.
From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's got room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Seahawks 12. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Singletary to get the drive started. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Seattle.
On 1st down, Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Singletary trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Wilson's going to hold on to it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Dallas. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
DJ Dallas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Boys 13. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Switch up, switch up. 59 Mike, check. 46.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it with Carson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to validate drop.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 20 all. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even into overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Singletary again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Anthony Brown.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Singletary. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
3rd down.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.